weekly week look today is Saturday 31st March. Market close looking at the November 2018 new crop wheat chart UK. We've got the yearly chart in front of us, some monthly candles. We've identified the 60 SMA, this red line falling here. We can see 44.25 was close on Thursday night. Yesterday was bank holiday. We can see this big red candle here, and we've got a wick forming at the bottom of it, seeing a reversal from a fall. We're closing above the 60 SMA, so the long-term trend on the new crop I feel is still intact. This was the last trading day of March. We've got a new month next month as we come into April. Let's pop down and see the monthly. We can see this red candle here preceding it, 3 green candles. We can see the low 42, and it's come back up here to close 144.25. So it's not taken out this green candle here at the present moment on the close. So let's have a look at the weekly. We've been watching the 60 SMA weekly on this chart here. Comes in at 142.53. We closed 144.25, just above the 60 SMA. What can we say? We've had 3 weeks falling. This is a big reversal candle, almost covering the whole of this fall candle preceding week. Let's pop down into the daily and see what we can identify on this chart. This is where we were this time last week, hitting this low. We were below the 60 SMA. We were waiting for confirmation whether it was going to break or not. I was looking at time and price. The price would have been a breakout of this channel, the blue channel here, either side of the 60 SMA. This did not happen. And also I was looking for 3-day below confirmation, and this did not happen either, and we popped back over it. As you can see here, we closed under 44.25. I identified 2 options last week. Either we're going to have a bounce from this lower level test of the SMA, or obviously we would break the 42, swing low, and go back down to test 140. And we could see that the stochastic was giving a very oversold reading, and we could identify here that last time this happened back in January, and also we identified back in I think it was November, that we then saw a bounce upwards. We've had the bounce up. The first target would be a logical, would go into this gap fill that we left on the way down. That is where we've closed on Thursday night, so we're sort of coming in to fill that gap here. So what have we got now? We've had a run up. We've had a nice run up here until the end of March. We then had a reversal, quick reversal. Has this killed this trend, long-term trend? On the yearly and monthly chart, you can see that that's still hold. On the weekly, it's still holding. So I would give the nod to this move still in place. The problem is now that you've now got a top here in place at 147. Yes, you've got a higher low, so that's bullish at 142. So we've got to identify where it happens next week. Do we continue up? Yes, we could. Stochastic's going up. I'm not in an overbought situation, so we've got room to move up. So we could go for another test of this 147. I would likely more to see a sideways motion now, a B move, where we just sort of do this kind of sideways action within a range, sort of with a high of 147 and a low of 142. But we don't know this. We'll wait for confirmation. If we went back early part of next week and we closed above this gap, then yes, I think it's all back on again, and we could see a high. If you were looking to trade the new crop over the next couple of months, then I would say anything above this 50 level on the stochastic, between here and 50 and 100, it would be seeing as a selling opportunity, sort of 145, 146, probably give you 140s, 42 on the farm for November. But as a trader, I'd be looking at that as this as a buying opportunity when we had this fallback here. Still look for to accumulate until I get confirmation that this sort of upward trend here was broken by a close below the 60 SMA. So we'll put an update this time next week. Look for A or B, this sideways movement, and we'll do a report this time next week. Thanks for watching.